Hello everyone, this is Flammy and welcome back to another Let's Play episode. So, what's going on? So, Season 4, Episode 30, and we are here with a good chunk of gold and not too bad amount of elixir either. And we've got some raiding to do and some spending to do. But also, I've got an announcement. So, well, actually, I got a couple announcements. So, first off, over the last couple days, Supercell has been hinting that there's an update coming out. So, they've been putting out little teaser images and stuff, and even a video this morning. So, I'm going to be talking about those later today. So, stay tuned for that video. Now, what else is new? So, some of you guys have let me know that you don't enjoy watching farming videos constantly. So what I'm going to do is, because I have two accounts, and this account is nearly maxed out on Town Hall 7, what I think I'm going to do is before I go up to Town Hall 8, I'm going to see how high we can get on the trophy count. I don't really know how high we're going to be able to get, but you know what? It's going to be fun. So we're going to do it. And when are we starting that? Well, we're going to be starting that basically as soon as I can reconfigure my base so that the town hall is inside, which I'm going to record because I know some of you certainly love my base build videos. So I'll probably be doing that either later today or tomorrow, and we're going to reconfigure and build up a Town Hall 7 base that protects the town hall as well as resources. So yes, that is going to be fun and exciting. While we're doing that, we shall probably go and try to get enough Dark Elixir to get the Barbarian King, because we're not going to be Town Hall 8 for a while, so we won't have the drill yet. Now, what are we doing today in this video, now that I've sort of talked about the future? Well, I have got these Teslas, both at level 2, and these are the last things I need to upgrade, basically, defensive-wise, other than walls, I guess. So, both of these cost 1.5 million, and we've got 1.3 million. That is approximately 200,000 short, so we're going to be working on that. I do have my healer queued up, as you see, so we're going to go ahead and queue up giants behind it and in the other barracks as well. This will allow us to start training our army immediately as soon as we deploy in battle, so we can attack twice in this video, because 200,000 is a pretty good chunk of change. I mean, maybe I can find it in one raid, but that just basically requires us to get lucky, and I don't want to rely on the luck. I would like to just increase my chances as high as possible to get this 200,000 that we need today. So that means being prepared to attack twice if that's what's called for. We also have a couple of recent attacks which I'll go over after we go in on the offensive, but my shield only has about 20 minutes left, so we're going to go ahead and break that and go on the offensive. Oh boy. So what are we looking for? Well, if we can find a base with over 100,000, that's good, because if we do that twice, then we'll get our 200,000 gold goal. I'm not sure how realistic that will be, but we're going to try it anyways. This base, clearly they haven't logged in for a while. You can see that their gold mines are full and like the little box is overflowing. You see that like right in there? Yeah, that's how the gold mines fill up. The elixir collectors, same thing. Although the elixir collectors, some of them show that they're not completely full, but sort of at the halfway stage. It was a Town Hall 6 base, so we were taking a resource penalty. Wait, Town Hall 6? No, we weren't. I think it was a Town Hall 6 base. Ooh, that's a good amount. One air defense on the bottom right. They're only going to have one because they're a Town Hall 6, so that's good. Defenses? Not bad. They're fairly well upgraded. I don't think we'll have much of an issue dealing with this. These two archer towers on the top are sort of exposed. We'll be able to deploy archers up there to help deal with them, as well as this one on the bottom is very exposed. We're going to go ahead and attack straight into the air defense here. So I'm going to go head off and lead with the giants. And I want the wall breakers to target straight... Oh, need to switch units. I want the wall breakers to target the one on the right, so I deploy them a little more right than probably is necessary. Get ready to deploy the healer. Close enough. And then we're going to deploy guys down here to help out. We only need about 8 to 10 guys to kill it both quickly and efficiently. No need to deploy any more archers than that. Even if it was firing at the archers, just about 8 archers will do the job just fine as well. We're going to also deploy guys up here. Why am I starting out with barbarians? Because if these archers turn around, the archer towers that is, turn around and start firing, I want them to shoot the barbarians first, like is sort of happening. Because they will shoot the unit that is closest to them, that is good. Alright, so where are the giants at? So we got a couple that went left, but we got a couple more at the wizard tower. Splitting up. I don't think this will be much trouble. This is going to be fast. I don't really have to deploy much more in this. If I really want to, I can deploy a couple goblins to help out, which I might do in a minute. But basically, only deploying the healer and the giants means I can attack really quickly once again, which is cost-effective, time-effective, and just quick turnaround time is always good. Alright, in terms of resources, we've got most of them already, so I'm not super concerned about having to deploy more guys. This raid will leave us slightly short on the gold, so as you can see, there's 2,000 uncollected gold left, and we are 23,000 short. Air bombs going after healers, bombs going off. Doesn't matter, healers alive, keeping everyone alive. And with a minute and a half left, we shouldn't have any trouble. I am going to check the corners. One goblin to get that guy. And that's going to be it then. I will go for the 3-star because, like I said, I'm going to start working up on the trophy count, and I can do that. Ooh, giant bomb. Waste of money. So, by putting a giant bomb there is sort of interesting. There are only, like, mines and stuff, or the collectors and mines right around in that corner. Another air bomb. Basically, what are the situations that would be cost-effective? Basically, the cost-effective situations are you want to take out mass amounts of units, so perhaps mass goblin or something like that, but clearly that wasn't the case for that one right there. So I would suggest only putting, if you do use giant bombs, which I generally don't recommend using, I would suggest putting them in places where it's near storages or something. Alright, so that was a good raid right there. Let's head on back and queue up the last remaining guys. I have to do some archers and a couple of barbarians, as well as one wall breaker, I believe it is. Let's check out exactly how many barbarians. Let's go up to 30 barbarians. I'm not sure if I was at 25 or 30 before, but let's add 11. And there's that. And there's that. And then some archers to max us out. And then we can also go and queue up another healer for afterwards. Maybe I'll do another raid afterwards. I'm not really sure. I got some time right now. 12? How many were in here? Well, we also have that, so... You know what? That's 9.5 minutes. That's 8.5 minutes. Pretty close. I might balance them out later. So let's go ahead and queue up this, though. And that means we're all prepared for next time. Okay, so where does that leave us? Well, that leaves us with the chance to check out some recent attacks on our base. We are, once again, 20,000 gold short of doing an upgrade, but with 2 workers, we should be able to start at least one of those workers pretty soon. So let's go check out these recent defenses. So we've had some real attacks lately, which is exciting, because before this, you remember, we had a lot of fake attacks. Well, not really fake attacks, but people just picking off the town hall and giving us a shield, which is fine, and I appreciate, but always challenging and exciting to see people who are actually trying to kill me with lots and lots of guys. Let's start down here at the bottom. I'm not going to be able to watch this. That is a lot of giants. That is a whole ton of wall breakers, and then some archers. 80 archers, not an extreme amount. They're a fine unit to use. I wish I could watch that. I don't really know what was up. I'd expect for the amount of gold they stole, they broke into, well, definitely for the elixir they stole. Wait, no, I misread the elixir. So definitely from the gold they stole, they probably broke into the center and at least damaged one of the guys. The guys being the storages. This guy just taking out the town hall. That's good. This is going to be exciting. We're going to watch the top 2 for sure. So this one right here, QWERTY. If you guys don't realize, QWERTY is, although is that spelled wrong? QWERTY. No, that's spelled right. So QWERTY is a word which is the top left row of the standard US keyboards from left to right. So starting with a Q key, heading to the right towards Y. So this guy's using wizards, and they're not very high-level wizards, which is interesting. I would guess that he doesn't break into the center. This army, I don't think, would do very good against my base. The mortars are going to do a really good job against the wizards. Wizards are both short range, and while their health is better than things like archers, it's still not great. In terms of, yeah. Their damage is good, though, but we're going to check this out and see how they did. Lightning spell, I'm curious, perhaps using on the clan castle guys? One thing to note is there's not that many things that are going to help with the clan castle here if he doesn't hit them with the lightning. So the wizards and the archers will both sort of lag behind the giants because the giants will break in and go for defenses, which means the wizards and the archers will get distracted on the outside buildings, which the giants just pass up because they're not defenses. Anyways, let's load it up and see how it goes. So 12 wizards and giants and then archers. Alright, so there we go there. As you can tell, we've got a whole ton of uncollected resources in our collectors and mines. Why is that? Well, that's because I haven't been on lately right before this attack. Well, there's one lightning. They were probably hoping to both steal resources and take out the... They're probably hoping to take out the mortar mostly, actually, considering they dropped it right on the mortar. Unfortunately for them, the Clan Castle guys are not yet deployed, so here they come. This means he'll probably get all of his resources just from picking off a couple mines and collectors, which is fine, because, I mean, it's my fault for not collecting them. I'd expect he would have actually gotten more, just given how much uncollected there is, but, perhaps if he doesn't do particularly well. So notice these giants, most of them are targeting these purple walls in the corners. A few of them are targeting the stone ones, but the vast majority are targeting these purple ones in the corners. That's why I put the highest level ones in the corners. Let's zoom out and check. So we got some wizards coming in on the left, and some wizards on the right. Wizards on the right, they're taking a lot of fire. In fact, they're nearly all dead already. Wizards on the left, well, they did better. There's more of them, but unfortunately for them, there weren't any golds or mines or collectors over there. So basically, the only collectors and mines he picked off were these two right here. I think that was one mine and one collector. We can check on my base when we head back home. But that attack... Oh no, it wasn't even. So he really only got one, unless he picked off another one, which I didn't see. Which I assume he did pick off like at least one gold. I think he got a little bit of gold. Let's check that. Yeah. So it looks like he probably got 2 gold and 1 elixir, perhaps. That attack, to only pick off basically like 3 storages roughly, that's not good. That's really, really, really not good. Yeah, I don't really know how to say it other than that. Like, the giants were completely ineffective. They didn't even break into the center to start taking out any defenses. He could have spread them out and used them to distract the defenses when he brought in wizards on the right side, for example, or on any other side. But it just really didn't work out for him. So that attack was definitely a failure. In terms of resources, he might have broken even on like the army he spent. So he didn't like necessarily lose resources, but obviously not quite what he was going for, especially when I had so many resources that were available to be stolen. Alright, so this other attack, this was about 12 hours ago. This was the shield that was just running out when I attacked a minute ago. Let's talk about this guy for a second. BP Oz. So I wonder if he's an Australian, perhaps? Let's see. So, a lot of goblins. I'm curious how he's going to use those. We've got pretty nicely upgraded wizards, which you're going to want to be careful with your goblins near them. Wall breakers, 10 of them. You can be curious how he uses them as well. And then beyond that, we've got some giants and we got some archers. Good amount of giants, basically the same number I use. But then going to use some archers as the main damage dealers. But the main part of this army is going to be the goblins, because they're going to be going after the resources. So, let's go ahead and load this up and check it out. Alrighty. So, starting off with 1 solo lonely archer, and then 2, and then 3. So, he looks like he's going to try to pick off as many things as possible, which is good. He's actually deploying very effectively to do just that. However, he activated the Clan Castle guys, so not quite going to happen exactly like he probably was hoping. But he's able to take on the Clan Castle guys out of range of the defenses, which is definitely good for him. Alright, here comes some giants. Wall breakers, he was probably hoping they'd follow up with the giants, but instead they go sideways. So the problem with this is actually very interesting. Ooh, I wish I could pause this replay right here. So notice how all the wall breakers are heading left. So it sort of worked out for him in the end, but it definitely got the giants distracted for a while, and flying giant right there with the spring trap. Basically what happened was this wallbreaker AI is going to get changed, but this that last one right there, that was basically the wallbreakers took out that other one, and as soon as they did, they went for the newer one. They went through the hole for the wall on the left. If that's confusing right there, go check out my wallbreaker AI tactics video. Giants, they're still alive. They're being somewhat effective. They're sort of taking a bit of splash damage, and some of them died, like at least one to that spring trap. Goblins, so far, there was a burst outside, and then a burst went inside. They all sort of died pretty fast. He's taking out my collectors and mines, which have a good amount of resources in them. Although, at this rate, he's not going to break into the center, which he probably was hoping to do. The last couple archers are in the bottom left. Got some big mortar hits to finish them off, but was that effective? No, not really. Almost certainly he was hoping to break into center, but once again that didn't happen. It wasn't terrible. I did have, once again, lots of uncollected resources, which basically means I just wasn't online right before my shield dropped. Or he attacked when after I logged off. If my shield had been down for a while, I can't really help out that situation as much. He got a total of 80,000 resources, which isn't great, isn't terrible, but it really isn't great. If you look at what I just did, I had like 30,000 elixir stolen when I just attacked a base. That was all. And then 150,000, 170,000 gold, something like that. That's a whole lot more than both those guys just stole right there. So maybe they could be doing a little bit better. Alright, in terms of army, we are finishing up training. One archer left in there. And how many archers left in here? Oh no, that's a lot. I'll leave one. So that's like 2 archers finishing up. So let's go ahead and queue up the guys which will be training after this in these barracks. So I'm going to train 5 in there, 5 in here, and 6 in this last one. And that's going to be good up to my 16 giants. There we go. So those will start completing once again. The healer is 15 minutes out, so I can't queue any giants behind it and expect them to finish. So how are we doing on the gold count? So let's collect this uncollected resources, which has been gaining as we've been talking, and see where we stand. So we stand with 17,000 gold missing. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Alright, so let's see. Archers are finished. Anything else to do before we go on the attack? Let's see if there are any natural defenses or natural decorations I should clean up. No, there are not. So let's go. Alrighty. So, while we only need 18,000 gold, I'm still going to try to get as much as possible, which means I'm going to look for a base with 100,000 or more, if possible. If that doesn't happen, but we found another one pretty easily, so maybe we'll find some others pretty easily as well. Why is that? Well, we've always got more gold projects. Not only do we have another Tesla to do after this one, ooh, that's a good one, we also have walls and stuff we can throw gold into. Alright, so this base is very spread out, which is very interesting on its own. I'm not really sure what the point is. If the walls were spread out a single bit farther, it would actually make it so archers couldn't fire over them. But as is, archers can fire over like exactly every single one of these walls. Defense-wise, shows that he's just gotten to Town Hall 7, so he's like got a new mortar, new cannons and stuff, a new archer tower, actually 2 new cannons. Let's see though. So there is a new update, which I'm going to attack this guy. I'm going to attack into the air defense on the top left, but I want to check something first. So there's a new update video that was just released this morning by Supercell, which shows that they're going to be changing something. So one of those things is you're going to be able to spawn on decorations like that, as well as things like Teslas. So it's not up live yet, but if that was live, I would be able to take advantage of it right there. Too bad. Oh, Clan Castle guys, which I totally forgot about. So we're going to be using lightning. It's pretty perfectly timed lightning. Looks like 2 archers are going to survive it. I probably shouldn't have used that wall breaker. Definitely shouldn't have. I'm going to wait until the air defense is getting attacked by a good number of guys, and then we're going to deploy this healer. Okay, good. It might take 1 shot, maybe 2. Okay, 1 shot. We're done. Let's put in some guys in here. They'll take out the last Clan Castle guys, hopefully. I'm going to deploy my heavily because we're going to have to wait 15 minutes for my next healer to finish up anyways, so no problems with that. In terms of the resources we're getting, it shows that there's some resources out in these mines and collectors. Not a ton, but definitely some. Let's deploy these archers so they go towards the center. Clan Castle guys are finally dead. Giants did split up, so the ones on the left, there's only a few, but they managed to take out actually a lot, because there was only there's only lower level defenses on the left side. There's a really low level archer tower right here, and then this cannon is obviously very low level. I'm going to deploy guys out here to hopefully distract the mortar. It's firing on the whatchamacallums, barbarians already, but we can do some damage to it right now. Only got 5 archers left. Mortar's down, though. And yeah, let's take out this one here. Okay, 53 seconds left, which means we need to hurry up and deploy some goblins to get into the center. Any preferences for where? Let's do it right down here, because the wall is going down fast. This will be cutting it close, but I think it'll be fine. We'll see. We've got a lot of guys, barbarians, which will help get through the walls fast, and with 30 seconds and that many goblins, we probably shouldn't have any issues. But there we go. Did Healer actually die? Healer might have died. But you know what? We got some giants that survived to the end. And with 24 seconds left, we finish off the last building, and we are good. So, 116,000 gold, 111,000 elixir. So, actually, in terms of total resources, I'm pretty sure this raid beat my previous one. However, I consider my first one to be better because I'm only really going for gold at the moment. Okay, let's head back and spend some of this delicious, delicious gold. Alright, so I did replace my spring traps that were expended before this video, so don't need to do that. Let's go ahead and start this guy upgrading. 6 days, going to take a long while. What we're going to do is we're going to go stick this guy somewhere distracting. What this will do is this will attract giants into wherever we choose to put this. So I know where I'm going to put them. Oh, this is a good spot right here. Right there. Alright, so we're going to put this Tesla. Because it's under construction, it won't defend our base. We're going to put him right in this gap in here. And that means any giants that attack from the right side in here, they're going to be attracted to this Tesla. How so? Well, they're going to go after defenses, including inactive ones. And that will put them smoothly within range of this Tesla, as well as this cannon, and this archer tower, and perhaps this mortar. Yes, this mortar as well. So that will hopefully just help out a little bit in terms of distracting guys, as well as not having a Tesla that's under construction right here means they don't actually know where this other Tesla is. It could be on the right, it could be on the left, or it could be right over here with these bombs. So a little bit of confusion. They don't really know, so they don't know which side to attack from or to. Alright, so that is going to wrap up this episode. So thank you guys very much for watching. To finish us off, we are going to go load up one of these bases. Now, which one should we do? This guy seems like a lower level. His units aren't as upgraded quite as well as most guys who attack us, so we're going to go load him up and see what level Town Hall he is. And, oh, it was destroyed. He is a Town Hall 6, though. Well, nearly destroyed. It looks like he nearly prevented getting the restart, which is interesting on its own right there. How much health does this archer tower have? Ooh, it's actually maxed. That's interesting. But you see, every other building of his is destroyed, so he got like 98% damage to his base. Let's go see if the other guy's actually not destroyed. And if so, we can check out his base. BP Os. Visit. And loading, loading, loading. Please. Alright, well, this is interesting. It seems like everyone is happy to be destroyed right now. Let's... You know what? This is interesting. I'm going to talk about this base. We're not going to review this. So this guy is a Town Hall 7, and he's upgrading to Town Hall 8. So what does this tell us? Well, this tells us he rushed to Town Hall 8. If you look at all the surviving other buildings, this is bad. So, mortar level 3, mortar level 3. Okay, that's fine. Well, actually, no, that's not fine. That's low level. It should be level 5s. Wizards are fine. Wizards level 3, that's not bad. So that's good. Archers, though, Archer Tower level 7, bad. 6, really bad. 5, really, really bad. Cannons, level 7 means they could be 8. So that's not terrible, but not great. They could be a bit higher. So definitely don't be upgrading yet. What's unusual about this base is that his walls are actually really, really, really well upgraded. I would expect this guy is someone who raids a lot. What makes me come to this conclusion? Which means I think this guy is someone who's like a really active player. Why do I say this? I say this because to have all this gold to spend on each of these like level 7 walls, that's 200,000 gold per wall, just from 6 to 7. That's really expensive. So someone who raids a lot would have resources like that. However, someone who raids a lot would have gold to spend on walls, but would be raiding so much that they don't have the free workers to upgrade your buildings as much. So that sort of indicates to me that he's running out of workers, but has so much gold he just throws it into walls. I don't really approve of rushing to Town Hall 8 all the same, because what it will mean is it's going to be harder for you to attack later on. Alright, so that is going to conclude what I'm talking about for this base. Just a little quick base review right there. Let's go find someone who actually does not have a completely destroyed or half-destroyed base. Oops, not leaderboards. Leaderboards have been very slow to load this last update. I think they broke something. Either that or the servers have been perpetually overloaded, but I would guess they broke something. So let's go load up recent attacks. You know what? Let's check out this guy. His units, they look like they only came from the clan castle, but they were completely not upgraded. So I would guess either he's got really low-level clanmates, which might mean he's low-level as well. Let's see what level he is, though. And he's a Town Hall 7, so good, not destroyed. Interesting base. So he's got some gaps in the inside. Perhaps some of them have Teslas or giant bombs in them. His wall strategy is downright terrible. Let me explain why. So if you deploy giants like right out here, ignore this cannon for a second, but if you deploy them right here, and they were going for this wizard tower, what would they do? They would attack this wall, or this wall, or this wall. All those let them completely circumnavigate these double walls in here, which means it's completely ineffective to have them. Instead, he could use them as like buttress walls somewhere else. Alright though, so let's see. Beyond that, this guy's defenses are sort of across the board. Some of them are well upgraded, some like this archer tower aren't. Cannons are sort of like we got some lower level ones as well as we got some higher level ones. Archer towers, not even the best ones aren't great. They're only level 6, yeah 6. I think 8 or so is the maximum for Town Hall 7 like we are. Beyond that, their air defenses are pretty low, but they are fairly well protected, so there's that. Mortars are also low level, like we saw in that other base, level 3 for both of them. Clan Castle is protected, and does it have guys? Indeed it does. Actually fairly well upgraded ones as well as the Clan Castle itself. Alright guys, so this is going to wrap up the episode right here. It sure took me a while to find this base, but let me know in the comment section how you'd attack this guy's base, if you would at all. Pretty high in the trophy count actually, so maybe if you're going for trophies, it's a pretty easy base for a pretty high trophy count is what I'm trying to say. Alright then, to go beyond that, just let me know in the comment section how you'd attack this base if you would. To wrap us up, thank you guys very much for watching. If you have not subscribed, consider subscribing. I put out Clash of Clans videos every day. And if you already are subscribed, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for your ongoing support. You can show that support by liking and commenting below. Alright guys, so that's going to wrap it up, and as always, have a great day.